Archangel Michael has urgent information sealed specifically under your name in the spiritual realm. There's something about your mom and dad that heaven has kept hidden until now, and today that seal is breaking open. This isn't random timing. You were meant to find this message at this exact moment because you're finally ready to receive what's been waiting for you. Have you been having unusual dreams about your parents lately? Sudden memories flooding back? Unexplained emotions when you look at old family photos? These are signs that the seal is already beginning to crack. That blue light you sometimes see around pictures of your family isn't your imagination. It's divine energy preparing you for this revelation. Archangel Michael wants you to know that your ancestors requested this intervention. They've been watching from the spiritual realm, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal the truth about your parents' real role in your life. What you're about to discover will completely change how you understand your entire journey. Your mom and dad have been carrying a secret spiritual mission that even they may not fully understand. And now the divine realm is ready to show you exactly what they've been doing behind the veil. Archangel Michael has revealed something powerful about your parents. They have been fighting invisible spiritual battles to protect you since before you were even born. The sacrifices they made weren't just the ones you saw. Working long hours, giving up their dreams, struggling financially. Those were just the surface. Underneath, they were making spiritual sacrifices that you never knew about. Negative forces have been trying to block your family's blessings for generations. Dark energies that wanted to prevent you from reaching your full potential, from discovering your gifts, from living your purpose. But your parents stood as spiritual shields between these forces and you. They took hits that were meant for you. Every struggle they faced, every hardship that seemed unfair, every obstacle that appeared in their path, these weren't random. They were targeted spiritual attacks. Your parents' financial problems, their health issues, the relationship troubles they went through, all of it was spiritual warfare happening in the invisible realm. They never told you the full truth because they wanted to protect you from fear. They carried this burden silently, praying over you while you slept, speaking blessings over your life that you never heard. Now Archangel Michael says the time has come for you to know the truth. Their protection created a spiritual inheritance that's activating in your life right now. There's a seal in the spiritual realm with your name on it, containing every blessing they fought to secure for you. Without understanding their true battle, you cannot access your full spiritual inheritance. Now let Archangel Michael show you the signs of your parents' spiritual protection that you've been missing. Think carefully about your life and you'll start to see the patterns. How many times did danger almost reach you but mysteriously didn't? Accidents that should have happened but were somehow avoided at the last second? You probably called it luck, but it was actually your parents' prayers creating divine intervention. Remember those opportunities that appeared from nowhere at exactly the right moment when you needed them most. Your parents were praying for open doors even when you didn't know you needed them. Think about how your mom or dad always seemed to know when you were in trouble, calling you right when you were going through something difficult. That wasn't coincidence. They were sensing spiritual alerts about you. Those prayers you might have overheard them speaking, the ones you dismissed as just religious routine. They were actually creating protective barriers around your life. Pay attention to how unusually firm your parents became about certain people you shouldn't be around. They were sensing negative spiritual energy that you couldn't see yet. If you have old family photos, look at them closely. You might notice unexplained light appearing around your parents in certain pictures. This is spiritual energy captured on camera, proof of the divine protection surrounding them. Think about your childhood, those stories of close calls where something saved you at the last moment. Behind each one was your parents' spiritual intercession. Have you noticed how your parents carried unexplained exhaustion that doctors couldn't diagnose? This is what happens to spiritual warriors who fight invisible battles. They absorb negative energy meant for their children, and it manifests as physical tiredness. There were times they looked worried for no visible reason. They were sensing incoming spiritual attacks and positioning themselves to block them. Even your pets knew. Animals always stayed close to your parents because they could sense the protective energy. Your parents were chosen as spiritual guardians long before you were born. Archangel Michael now reveals what's actually contained in the divine seal with your name on it. Your parents made spiritual agreements before you were even born. They volunteered their souls to be your earthly guardians, knowing the challenges that would come. This wasn't random selection. They were specially chosen souls for this protective mission. They accepted hardship in their own lives to ensure your protection would remain strong. Every time they faced a struggle, they were actually taking a hit meant for you. The seal contains accumulated blessings from every single prayer they spoke over your life. Every tear your mother cried in worry about you became protective energy surrounding you. Every sleepless night your father spent concerned about your future created angels assigned specifically to guard your path. Inside this seal are gifts they wanted you to have. Spiritual sight to recognize truth from deception. Divine protection that follows you everywhere. Inner guidance that will never lead you wrong. The seal holds financial blessings they prayed you would receive. It contains healing energy they requested for your future. Relationship blessings they wished for your life are stored inside. Career success and clarity about your life purpose are locked within this seal. But here's what Archangel Michael needs you to understand. This seal can only be opened through specific spiritual actions. The opening process has already begun the moment you started hearing this message. Your soul recognized the truth in these words, and that recognition created the first crack in the seal. But full activation requires your conscious participation and gratitude. Without you taking intentional steps to open this seal, the blessings remain dormant and inaccessible. They exist, they're real, they belong to you, but they need your active participation to be released. Archangel Michael now provides the exact steps to open your sealed blessings. These aren't difficult, but they must be done with genuine intention and heart. Step 1 is the gratitude prayer. Whether your parents are living or have passed into the spiritual realm, you need to thank them out loud. Speak these words or similar ones from your heart. Mom and Dad, I thank you for every prayer you spoke over me. I thank you for every sacrifice, every spiritual battle you fought on my behalf. I honor your protection, and I open my heart to receive the blessings you secured for me. Say this where you won't be disturbed, and let yourself feel the emotions that come. Step 2 is the blue candle ritual. Light a blue candle representing Archangel Michael's energy. Place a photo of your parents nearby, or if you don't have one, simply hold their image in your mind. Sit in front of the candle for 15 minutes in silence. The flame is burning away any barriers between you and your sealed blessings. Watch it and breathe slowly. Step 3 is water activation. Fill a glass with clean water and hold it in both hands. Say out loud, Archangel Michael, activate the sealed blessings under my name. Let this water carry the prayers of my parents into my body and spirit. Then drink the water slowly, imagining blue light filling your entire body with each sip. Step 4 is ancestral connection, meditation. Close your eyes and imagine your parents standing directly behind you with their hands on your shoulders. See and feel bright blue light flowing from their hands into your body. Now imagine behind them are your grandparents, and behind them your great-grandparents, creating a long line of ancestors. See the blue light flowing through all the generations directly into your heart. This visualization creates a channel for your sealed blessings to flow freely. Step 5 is daily acknowledgement. for 7 consecutive days. Each morning for 1 full week, place your hand on your heart and say, "I receive the blessings sealed under my name." As you say it, imagine a seal breaking open and golden light pouring into your chest. You'll know the seal is opening when you have vivid dreams of your parents, when sudden positive changes begin happening, when you feel embraced by an invisible loving presence, or when you start finding feathers or coins in unexpected places. Archangel Michael wants you to understand where your parents are right now, because their current state matters to your blessing activation. For those of you whose parents are still living, they're carrying the exhaustion of spiritual warriors who've been in long battle. That distance or tension you might feel between you isn't really about personality differences or old arguments. It's spiritual fatigue. Your parents absorbed so much negative energy that was meant for you, and it left them drained. Sometimes this exhaustion makes them seem cold or unavailable, but underneath, they're still holding the line of protection for you. Now it's time to reverse the flow. As your sealed blessings activate, healing energy can flow back to your parents. Your rising actually lifts their burden. Archangel Michael wants you to become their protector now. Say this simple prayer daily. Archangel Michael, surround my parents with healing light and lift the weight they've carried for me. Watch for improvements in their energy, health and mood as your seal opens. For those whose parents have already passed into the spiritual realm, Archangel Michael says they are watching over you with great pride. From their elevated position, they can see the bigger picture and understand why certain hardships had to happen. They're actually working with Archangel Michael from the other side, coordinating your protection more powerfully than they could while in physical bodies. Your deceased parents send you signs constantly, that specific song that suddenly plays, familiar scents that appear from nowhere, vivid dreams where they give you messages, butterflies that land near you, or pennies you find in strange places. These aren't coincidences. Opening the seal strengthens your ability to recognize and receive these communications. Your success and happiness brings them joy in the spiritual realm. They're not gone. They're elevated to more powerful protector status. This sealed blessing system isn't just about making your personal life better. Archangel Michael reveals there's a much bigger purpose at work. Your parents' sacrifices created a spiritual breakthrough that reaches far beyond just you. The curses and negative patterns that ran through your family line for generations end with you. You are what's called a generation breaker, the one who transforms the entire family destiny. This means your children and grandchildren will inherit blessings instead of battles. They won't have to fight the same spiritual warfare your parents faced. The path will be clearer for them because of what your parents endured and because of what you're doing right now by opening this seal. This is exactly why negative forces fought so hard against your parents. Dark spiritual entities knew that if your parents succeeded in protecting you long enough, the generational curses would be broken forever. Your parents won that battle. The proof is simple. You're alive, you're hearing this message, and you're about to step into your inheritance. You now carry responsibility to honor their sacrifice by actually living your purpose. The sealed blessings aren't just for your comfort. They're tools for your mission. You're meant to help other people break their own family curses. Your story of parents' protection will inspire others to seek divine help for their families. Archangel Michael chose your specific family for this breakthrough. The hardships weren't punishment. They were the birth pains of transformation. Everything your parents endured was preparing the way for the light you now carry. You're not just blessed randomly. You're appointed for important spiritual work that will help many others. Opening the seal is just the beginning. Maintaining the connection is what keeps blessings flowing. Create a small altar space in your home that honors your parents. It can be simple. Their photo, a blue candle, and a piece of blue cloth. This becomes your sacred connection point. Practice this weekly ritual. Light the candle and speak out loud to your parents about your life. Tell them your victories and your struggles. They hear you, whether they're living in another city or living in the spiritual realm. Sharing your victories with them actually multiplies the blessings. When new challenges come, ask specifically for their continued protection. Say, "Mom and Dad, I need your prayers and protection right now." The seal renews itself every time you consciously acknowledge it. If you have children, teach them about the protection that comes from their grandparents. Show them the altar space. Let them light the candle with you. This keeps the blessing flowing through generations. Journal about signs and synchronicities you notice after opening the seal. Each time you recognize and write down a sign, you strengthen the spiritual connection. On your parents' birthdays or on the anniversaries of their passing if they're deceased, perform a special gratitude ritual, light extra candles, speak longer prayers, and consciously feel the connection. Your relationship with your parents is now a conscious spiritual partnership. They're not just family. They're part of your spiritual team working with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael stands ready to help you open this seal right now. The fact that you found this message and watched until this moment means the seal is already beginning to crack open. Divine timing brought you here. This isn't random. You were guided to receive this revelation at this exact moment. Don't wait to begin the activation rituals. Start today, right now, before this spiritual window closes. Your parents' sacrifices deserve to be honored through your immediate action. The spiritual inheritance they fought so hard to secure needs your participation to fully release into your life. In the next 24 hours, perform the first activation step. Speak the gratitude prayer out loud. Even if you feel awkward or silly, do it anyway. Words spoken out loud have power in the spiritual realm that silent thoughts don't carry. This isn't about religion or denominations. This is about honoring sacred spiritual contracts that were made before you were born. Your entire life trajectory can shift once this seal fully opens. Show your gratitude for this divine revelation by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange honors Archangel Michael's guidance and acknowledges your parents' spiritual work. The seal is breaking open right now as you hear these words. Everything your parents endured is about to make complete sense. Their protection continues from wherever they are. Your blessing begins today.